Hi everyone, my name is Izzy and I'm here to do a makeup tutorial that so many of my girlfriends and cosplaying friends have asked me to do because everyone has loved how I do my makeup. So I'm here to show you how I do it. The first thing I do is prime my face because not to prime is a crime, or at least that's what I've heard anyways. So I use the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. It's actually limited edition, so pretty soon, once I run out of this, I'm going to have to go out and find a new primer. Now, your primer, you really need to understand what you're getting because some of them can hurt the skin, irritate the skin, and some of them can even just make the makeup fall right off. Some primers don't work for certain skin tones, like if you have oily skin or just naturally soft skin, you really need to look up what kind of primer to get. For me, it's this one and it has a cooling sensation, so hopefully I can find something close to it. So my hunt for this is about to continue. The foundation I'm actually using two different ones. I'm using Believe Nude from the Dollar General foundation, and I'm also using Revlon Color Stay makeup in the nude, and I mix these two together just to create a thicker layer of foundation on my skin because my skin breaks out and I like to make sure everything is covered up. So let's get started on the contour. And the way I'm going to contour is I'm going to use my Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I am going to take a contour brush and I use the darker side, but once you do your contour, you want to start from up here near your ear, like the middle of your ear, and you want to go down in like a little J shape to hug your cheekbone, basically. And you want to do that on both sides. A lot of women don't have to do this, but if you want to reshape your face, you can. You don't have to. If you have naturally good cheekbones, you really don't need contour unless you just want to give it an extra lift, I guess you can say. But if you have really good cheekbones, you don't have to unless you want to. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reshape my forehead a little bit. So I'm going to go from here and go all the way up to here. And then you want to go down right here above the eyebrow and go up. This reshapes your entire face for when you want to do the eyes and everything else. And it just gives your face more of a skinnier, feminine look, I guess you can say. It just reshapes your face just a little. Now, if you have really good jawlines like I do, you don't have to do this, but contour right here at your jawline all the way down here to the bottom of your chin on either side. I do it just because to me it defines the face more, but you don't have to. All this is completely optional. I also contour my nose because I like to have somewhat of a smaller nose. Like I said, if you have a beautiful nose and you don't want to make a smaller nose, then you don't have to do this. Like I said, it's completely optional to contour the nose. And I use a little smaller brush for the nose. When you contour the nose, you want to start right here at the end of your eyebrow and just go down the bridge of your nose. And make sure you don't bear down too hard because doing your makeup is supposed to be like getting a little face massage. It's supposed to feel good, not hurt. So if you're bearing down too hard and it's hurting, you're not doing it right. Now that my face is contoured, next we're going to move on to the eyes. And today I'm going to call this eye the Rachel eye because my sister-in-law literally sent me a text tonight asking me to show her how I did my eyes and my eyebrows. So I said, you know what, just for you, I'm going to do a makeup tutorial tonight just for you. So I told her I would name my look the Rachel look. So to get started on my eyes is I take a beauty blender with a flat surface kind of like this, and I put it underneath my eyes to catch all the excess powder that sometimes fall out because, you know, sometimes those eyeshadow palettes do have fallout. Well, you can have fallout from your eye as well. I contour everything that's underneath the contour because you want your skin to be even. You don't want any part of your skin to be lighter than the other. So today's eye look, I am going to do an earth tone using different browns. So I will be using different shades of brown. Now I'm going to do two different eyes because if you have almost like a closed lid like I do, you need to go up a little higher with your crease. But if you don't, you just need to cut your crease and go from there. So I'm going to show you how to do both on either side. So this eye is going to be where you need to go up a little more if you have a closed brow line, and this one is if it's wider open. I'll show you how to do it on this side. So I'm going to take my Morphe eye brush and I'm going to cut the crease on each side. Like I said, I will show you how to do each side according to your eye. And I'll try to zoom in as close as I can. So you always want to start with a little bit darker to cut your crease. So I am using the BH Cosmetics, and I am not sponsored by any of these makeup companies, by the way. And I am going to use this color here called Rebel. And as y'all can tell, I use this eyeshadow palette a lot because you can see pan. So it's time for me to go out and possibly get more. So you want to start right here at the beginning of your eye. And normally you would cut here for your crease. You want to go up above the crease and stop about right here at the end of your eyebrow. It's like I said, for a closed brow, you really want them to see the color that you're putting on it. And if you have a closed brow, they're not going to see it if you just cut the crease. Make sure you get it good and blend it out. Now on the other side, if you have an open brow, I'm just going to show you how to cut the crease. Again, going in with Rebel. You want to start right here if you like doing the wing, and you just want to go in right here directly on the crease and go all the way over. Almost like you're doing a half oval, and just go all the way over. So this is how you do it if you have a closed brow, and this is how you do it if you have a open brow. You just cut the crease right here. Make sure that's a little more. Now, with a closed brow, what you want to do is you want to take a lighter shade of brown, which I am going to do the one called S Club. And excuse me, I misread the brown. The one I used was called October, not Rebel. Rebel was blue. So the S Club is going to be the lighter brown. And again, this is for the closed brow. You want to go right here at the crease and you can blend it in with the darker color. That way it opens up the eye just a little more. You never want to go dark, dark. You want to go dark, light, and go as light as you can. You don't have to do that on the other side. And that's why also having a closed brow is more fun because you can put more color in there. I mean, you can with an open brow too, but I'll show you how to do that in another video. Next, you want to choose your lid. And for the lid, I like to do gold, or you can use another earth tone color. So I think I am going to use Goddess, because that's what I call myself. So I am going to take the color Goddess and put it all over the lid, except for the corner right here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And this kind of gives it that ombre effect too also. Just as long as you're blending right. Now up here, up above, you kind of want to highlight your work here. So we're going to do the Libra, and this is like a highlight gold, and you put it down beneath the brow bone. So right here, you start from the outside and just work your way in. Sorry, I'm looking at my mirror over here too to make sure it's all going in and blending perfectly. or the best you can get it. But since on this eye, since you've already covered right here, you just need to do one right here at the corner, and then do it right here above the, below the brow, right here towards the nose. Just a little bit, not too much. Okay, so we're going to put up this palette for now. Next, I am going to use the LA Color Shimmering Loose Powder. It's white, and I will show you why. I am going to take a smaller eye brush. Oh, wrong one. A smaller Morphe eye brush. And the white, you just want to go right here in the corner to give it that little shimmer. Because everybody loves how I got the shimmer down here on my eye. So this is how I get it. You use a beautiful white or a lighter gold, almost like a rose gold, if you might, or even a silver will work. And see, it just gives you that beautiful shine. And sometimes I do more than one coat because diamonds are a girl's best friend and I love to shine. Okay, next what I do is I take a curved brush, and what you want to do is I am using another shade of brown from the Love Struck palette. I got this at Walmart. It's not there anymore, but sometimes you can find it still on the shelf. And these colors do not have names, so I am going to use this copper gold. And you want to do it right here underneath your waterline on both sides. Just like that. Now see, you got a little shimmer underneath your eye. Now, moving on to the brows, what I do is I use the same eyeshadow palette that I used on my other browns. And right here, I have a really dark brown called Bear. And I take the same angle brush after I wipe it off. And you start with the end like this. Never do start like this. Start like this. And just kind of start spreading it out across your brow. And then flip it towards midway and wing it out. And that's how I do my brows. Start like this. Go about halfway, then flip, then wing it out. Now, next I am going to do my eyeliner. Now there is a trick. You can take this same brush or a different brush and put it in black eyeshadow and do your bottom lash, your bottom tear line and your top. So I'm going to try using just this one and not using eyeshadow because sometimes eyeshadow can get in your eye and cause your eyes to water and you'd have to restart all over again. And the reason why I'm leaving the Access powder on is because when you touch it with your finger, it doesn't mess up the foundation or the makeup underneath the setting powder. So you don't have to redo that spot of foundation. Because you know, some foundation, especially if you have foundation that's on a budget, and that's okay, no one's judging. I'm on a budget and I'm using the cheapest eyeshadow and foundation I can find on the market. And then you just do another line across the top. Now, I'm still learning how to do the wing on the eyeliner. I do not know how to do the wing yet, so sorry to disappoint. I'm still learning that I'm having a girlfriend teach me. So as soon as I learn, I will show y'all how she taught me and go from there. But as of right now, I am not good at the wing. And the eyeliner I am using is LA Colors Auto Eyeliner. You can get it at the Dollar Tree for $1. That's where I like to go. But if you want to go to Walmart and spend $5, you can. But now what you do is you take a makeup brush that you don't use for anything else and you wipe off all this excess. And see how it left it even on both sides of the face and on the nose. Nowhere is darker than the other. Now next I'm going to do my blush, and I use Rimmel London Maxi Blush. And I know it's almost for me to get more. You can see pan. And you want to smile to make sure you really get your cheekbone and just go up and follow your contour line just a smidge. Not all the way up to your ear, but at least halfway. Now next is lashes and mascara, and then I will show you a trick with lipstick. If I have the right color eyeshadow. I do. Yay. Okay. So my eyeliner's done. So I use two different ones. I use Beauty Moment Volumizing, can't even say it. Volumizing Ultimate Volume Mascara. And it doesn't tell me who it's by, other by Beauty Moment. I thought it was something else. But I got this from TJ Maxx. And it curves, so this one's better for the top line. If it's a curve, it's better for your top lashes. If it's just straight, it's better for your bottom lashes. Remember that. If you try to use a curved on the bottom, unless you have a really good steady hand, good luck. Because I know I don't have steady hands, so I use a straighter one. Volumizing. Now I can say it. Top lashes are done. Keep forgetting to put lids back on things. It's never good. And then I'm using Ellen Tracy Defining Mascara. But since, like I said, it is a straight one, that's how I do my bottom lashes. Nope. Bottom lashes are done. So next we're going to move on to the lips. Now, you see I have foundation over my lips. That's because your lips are already a pink color, and sometimes it does take a little bit of more wiping on lipstick or putting on lipstick, you know, to cover up the pink or the red that your lips already are. So if you put foundation on, it actually gives you a nude lip. And if you go over it with setting powder, it makes it matte. So I am using the Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick by Paris Hilton. No, I'm not sponsored. And you just put it on like lip gloss. And it actually dries up pretty quick too. So a lot of lipsticks don't do that, but hers actually dries up pretty quick. And I actually tested it on a lot of things. Like I ate an apple, I ate a lot of things that would make it come off. It did not come off at all, but that was just for me. Everybody's skin tone is different. It's already dry. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick. What you do is you take the same brush that you used off of that you brushed off your setting powder with, dip it just a little bit in the setting powder. Now, don't bear down hard or you'll smear the lipstick, but just pat some of this into the lipstick. And see, it turns it more matte. And do that as many times as you're comfortable until you get it the matte you want. Now, what you're saying is, okay, you took a lot of color away. You're right, I did. But that's when you take a little bit of a thicker brush. If I can find the right one I use. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yes, I have tons of makeup brushes. Because every time I see a cute makeup brush set, I want it. 9 times out of 10, it's because it's pink. See? So you find an eyeshadow palette that has the same color lipstick that you put on or something close to it. Like this one, it would be Sisterhood, the red one. And this will also save you money from going out trying to find that perfect shade, because eyeshadow works best. See? Now, I like to shimmer, so I have another one called Self Love here, and it's a shimmery red. I'm going to put that on top of it. And that's how I get my shimmery red lips. Give me 1 second and I will show you how to make them shine even more. So next one I'm going to do is highlight. I use 2 different ones. I use an e.l.f. highlighter because it's brighter. And I take another brush